This is the cheat sheet review for the lesson on formatting strings. We haven't added anything to our cheat sheet in some time. I think we've stepped away from C# for a little bit, but let's rectify that. Formatting strings, and that is CS-ASP_019. And so the first thing that we talked about was that, hey, we already know how to concatenate strings, and we can just do that with the plus operator or the plus equals operator if we want to shorten that process. But what we really wanted to learn about was string.format, and I didn't really talk much about the fact that we're using a capital S in this string, whereas when we write and create variables of type string, we use a lowercase s. In a nutshell, the capital S is from the .NET framework. The lowercase s is from C#. C# just makes a shortcut to the capital S. Now, this will have no meaning to you at this point, but we'll talk about the common type system and what allows the various languages in the .NET world to all work on the same data types and why that's so important later in this series. Okay? So just stick with me on that. We're not ready to talk about it just yet. But we talked about how to add a replacement code using the curly braces and then a number starting with 0, and then for each replacement code we're going to give something to kind of replace it. So think of that initial string as your template, and then we're going to poke in whatever comes after it, like for example Bob, into those replacement characters. And so if we had multiples, we could do something like this: you are from, and then we would use the next number up. So we started with 0, now we're going to use 1, and after that we'll go Chicago, like so. Okay, so that's how you format strings. Let's go ahead and format strings. But we learned that there were some other benefits to this, because at this point, you might say, well, this is just a glorified version of using the plus sign. Well, you can also format numbers in interesting ways. And so we learned, for example, string.format, how to take any old number and format it by injecting other characters in. For example, I'm going to make this real crazy, like so, and with using the colon sign after the replacement code. All right, so this is replacement code 0, colon sign, and this is the pattern we want our numbers to follow. And now, what do you need? 7 digits there: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like so, and it will format it like this. It would be 1, 2, 3 underscore 4, 5, 6 dash 7. Okay. Now we also talked about something similar with regards to formatting dates, and we looked at this isGood/formatting dates shortcut, and it gave us several different codes that we can use to pick apart pieces of a date time object and reformat them. And so the example that we used was string.format, and here we'll go reference date, and we'll put in our replacement code colon, and now we can get kind of crazy here. We can go for a 3-letter version of the day of the week, so like THU for Thursday, dash the day of the month, so like the 7th or the 31st, comma, comma, YYYY, and then we can do something like just pass in some date variable, right? And we would get something like this. We would get Tuesday, for example, space 5, comma, the month represented as a 2-digit code, so maybe like 07 in this case, 07, and comma, and then 2014 for the 4 values. Okay, and then finally we talked about formatting currency, and it's as simple as just using a different kind of formatter, but for reference, you can go to that is good formatting currency link, and a simple case would just be string.format total : 0 and then a capital or lowercase c in order to format this total amount variable. So it might be something like $ for American dollars 50, comma 1230 dot 0 cents. Okay, look like that. And I think that's all we really need to add to our cheat sheet. So now we're going to move on to the challenge. Keep this around. You're going to need it. It's going to be tough. We'll see you there. Thanks.